Welcome back, and this is KB, where we just don't talk the talk like the other guys. We walk the walk because we're Richmond investigators of the paranormal. And right here beside me tonight, live into the studios, I have Wilbur Allen. Wilbur?
Thank you for having me here, and I thank WHAN, AM and FM, for allowing us to do the show.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it's a fun thing. Hey, you know, while on the break, we were talking about Betty and Barney Hill, 1963 or 62?
62.
62. And Betty and Barney Hill were going down this road, I want to say Georgia, but if I'm wrong, you correct me.
I think it was New Hampshire.
New Hampshire? See, there we go.
Yes.
I'm corrected. And they came across this, I guess, a ship that they was following them. And next thing you know, they lost time of memory.
Well, it's interesting. I know Kathy Martin, who is Betty Hill's niece, and Kathy gave me some pictures that were taken by Betty of an anomalous object that came out of the sky in front of her. And it was interesting that the anomalous object that she photographed was 100% consistent with the green objects that I photographed at the U.S. Capitol building July 16, 2002, which, by the way, the objects I photographed then were imaged in space by Apollo 7, Apollo 11, and Apollo 14. So we were able to connect the dots using Apollo astronauts to show without a doubt that the objects that I encountered at the U.S. Capitol building on the 16th of July in 2002 were indeed extraterrestrial, and they landed on the Capitol.
Landed on the Capitol.
They landed.
Well, you know what? It's like I said. You know, a lot of these guys, they got to protect their income, their retirement, and I know for a fact, and you do too, that some of the astronauts have come out publicly and admitted that there are.
Well, Dr. Mitchell, for one, and so did not Edgar Mitchell, but Buzz Aldrin from Apollo 11, and it was indeed Buzz Aldrin's footage from outside the command module, which Neil put the nail into the coffin in terms of the validation of the anomalous objects that I photographed at the U.S. Capitol building.
And some of these objects that he has filmed, it's unreal. Like I said, you need to go to UFODC.com and check these things out. I mean, these things are amazing. I was on he sent me something about a couple weeks ago, and I'm still flabbergasted by it. He did some videos taping of the space, you know, the heavens. And I was amazed that he was filming in two different segments. He would show two different things. One was in color, the other was in black and white, where you could actually see this rotation in space, and he would flip it over to the black and white. You could see it even much clearer. But the thing what got me was when he flipped it back, this object looked like it came out of a vortex or wormhole, whatever you want to call it, and it shot like. Now we all know if it was the meteor's coming straight down. This object came out on a horizontal level and shot straight up. And then, like I said, if it was a meteor doesn't shoot to come out.
You have to look at the randomness associated to meteors and shooting stars, and it's random. What I'm getting shows frequency, which means that there is a very strong possibility that indeed there's either an extraterrestrial base or a cloaked mothership in orbit above Earth.
Now, I know you do a lot of filming up in D.C., and like you said, you're about a block or two away from the Capitol.
And the White House.
The White House. And it amazes me that the government they know something's going on.
Well, they're withholding information, and I believe what they feel is that if humans would find out that aliens are here, it would destabilize society and the way things are right now. But as things are going, the society is already destabilizing.
It was like Conspiracy Theory. That show ran for almost a year, maybe 2 years, and the former governor, his show is no longer on the air.
Well, he scared people,
Yeah.
and you have to worry about that because the government is designed essentially to pull the wool over your eyes, and what they want to do is keep you
in the dark.
Yep. The less information you know, the better off you are. But the realities are, on a nightly basis, I'm capturing the same objects that I captured in Area 51, the same objects I captured in Sedona, the same objects I captured in Shreveport, the same objects I captured in Indianapolis. I'm capturing them nightly over my home.
I tell you what, speaking of Shreveport, back in April coming up, myself and Wilbur Allen, they're doing a movie called Shookum, The Hunt for Bigfoot. The first movie should be coming out within a month or two, but in April they're having a part two. Wilbur has been invited to come down to Louisiana with his equipment, which has never been used before, and we'll be doing I'll be playing myself, KB, the Paranormal Talk host guy, and I'll be interviewing some of the Louisiana people, and we'll be talking about the Bigfoot, and of course Wilbur. He's gonna be there with the scientific information, and it's gonna be great. We got some more bills to pay, so we got about a minute to go. But the producer said we got about a minute to go, so we'll be doing that. And like he said, up in D.C., he's filmed a lot of things on a nightly basis. Like I said, you need to go to his website, ufodc.com, and check these things out. It's totally amazing. And we will come back in a few minutes after this break, and we're going to be talking more about Betty and Bonnie Hill, and then we're going to talk about ETs. And I believe we're about ready to go for a break, so don't go anywhere. Keep it where you got it. We got some bills to be paid.
Don't go away, there's more to come on Paranormal Talk Radio with KB. A Look at News is next.